Hey guys, first of all, I'm sorry about the video being this much delayed. But anyway, let's just jump right into this video. It's episode 8, I guess. Yeah, 8. Episode 8 of my chat app using Ionic 3 and Firebase series. So let's start right away from where we left off in the previous video. In the previous video, if you remember, we had just created an app in which you can add a friend and send requests to him. And in this video, what we are going to see, and the friend will receive the request in real time. In this video, what you are going to see is how to accept and or ignore the requests. And once you accept the request, he or she should show up as a friend in your mobile device, right? So let's see how to do that. So first of all, what I'm doing is, if you remember in chats.html, we already have accept and ignore, right? We are going to write those two codes. Accept item. This will be event service request service, right? This dot request service dot accept request of item dot then. Okay, and inside this we'll have an alert. Okay, so I'll create a alert controller, and here too I'll simply give public alert controller, and inside this let alert equals this dot alert control dot create title friend added subtitle, tap on the friend to chat with him, and buttons. Okay, simple alert, and then we'll give alert dot present. When the friend accepts the request, we are simply calling a function called accept request in the request service, and then we are simply showing upon successful completion of that function, we are simply showing a alert. And for ignore as well, we will write now itself ignore. This will be again item this dot request service dot ignore, not ignore, delete request. We'll have it as delete request. Sorry, item dot then dot catch error reject, alert error. Okay, so we'll write the code and come back here. So I'm going to request service now, request provider now, and then here what I'm doing is accept request, right? First one. So I'll do an accept request and buddy, not buddy. And inside this, what I'll do is so far the DB looks like this, right? You know, obviously this. So far the DB looks like, oh my god, my computer is becoming too slow, guys. The DB looks like this, right? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create another collection. Okay, that collection I'll name it as friends, and inside that what I'm going to do is I'm going to store the ID, the user ID, and below that user ID I'll have a list of all the friends user IDs, all the user IDs that are friends with this particular user ID. So you will understand as I show it to you guys rather than me trying to explain it. So what I'm going to do is first create it. Friends equals firebase dot database dot ref, and inside this friends. Okay, there is a new collection like this, and here this dot fire friends of dot child of fire base dot auth dot current user dot uid dot push uid will be buddy.uid. Okay, and if this is successful, then again what I'm doing is this dot fire friends dot child buddy.uid dot push uid firebase dot auth dot current user dot uid. Once I have pushed these two successfully, then I can simply delete the request from the request collection, right? So first I'll write the delete request then, so that assume that I have pushed the two UIDs under the specific UID. You'll understand that in a minute, guys. Bear with me. So delete request buddy, and inside this this dot fireCon, right? What was that? Request collection is firereq dot child. Okay, this is a tricky one. Why I'm saying this is a tricky one is you will see how to get value from Firebase based upon a condition. Here the condition would be to extract the value which has the specific sender ID, right? So what I'm going to do here is Firebase dot auth dot current user dot uid dot order by child sender dot equal to buddy dot uid dot once value snapshot. I hope you understand, guys. First what I'm doing is I'm getting the request from Firebase. I'm getting the request in the request collection. The request will obviously be stored under the current logged in user's ID, right? Since we saw that in the last but one video, episode 6, I guess. We saw how the requests are being stored on the in last video only, I think. Yeah, last video only we saw sending requests and we saw how the requests are being stored on the Firebase collection, right? So now we are writing a query to pick a request that has the sender ID which matches the sender ID of that particular person who sent us the request. We are either accepting or deleting the request which that person has sent, right? So we need to extract the request sent by that person. So I am simply checking whether the sender is equal to this buddy.uid and then getting the value from that, and then see what I'm doing. I'll proceed on with the code. Let temp store equals snapshot dot val. Okay, and then what I'm doing is let key equals, or let some key equals object dot keys of temp store. Okay, this will obviously return an array, right? You can simply use a for loop, I guess. You can just get the key if we use a for loop instead of you can simply use an array, no issues. If you have Lodash, this entire process what I'm doing now will be much simpler. Anyway, let's move on with the code. Then this dot fire request dot child firebase dot firebase dot auth dot current user dot uid dot child will be some key of 0 dot remove dot then resolve. Oh, we didn't use a promise. Promise equals new promise request resolve, and then we'll wrap this entire thing inside that promise. Now resolve true. Dot catch error reject error. Again a catch error reject error and return promise. So now that we have a option to delete request, next what we'll do is from here this dot fire friends dot child, once this is pushed, we'll simply delete this request since this is not needed anymore, right? So this dot delete request buddy dot then resolve true. Okay, and oh, this also is not where promise equals new promise resolve reject. Okay, and here I'll simply cut this off and paste it in. So this will have a catch reject error. This again will have a catch reject error. This again will have a catch reject error. Error. Okay, return promise. Okay, now you understand what I'm doing. First, I'm for accepting the request, I'm having a separate collection called friends, and then I'm storing the UID and the person's friends UIDs as well. Person's friends and the UID of all the persons who are friend with that particular person. Okay, and I have another function for deleting a request from the request collection. That's all. I have simply I have two functions. Now what I'll do is I'll get back into chats.ts. Now that we have those two, let's see if this actually works. Okay, friend added. Okay, so I'll run this code. Now let's actually test whether whatever code we have written so far works. To simulate two users, I have two different, I have opened two browsers, and in this browser I have logged in as tester4, whereas in this browser I have logged in as tester3. Okay, so two different users. Assume that these guys are two different users. Now I'll send a request from here to tester3. Your request was sent, and tester3 has received that request. And if you notice in our Firebase collection, we see that that request has been sent as well. So getting back, I'll just add the friend here. I added. As you can see, it gets added into the friends list, and then it also gets removed from the requests collection. Since there was only one node in the request collection, when the that was removed, the entire collection got removed. That's the concept of NoSQL databases, right? So we get the alert as well. Tap on the friend to chat with him, and okay. But where is the friend? In the DB it's all right, but here we don't have, we haven't written code for that yet. So let's go ahead and write that. Where is it? In chats.html, first we need to get all the friends when we enter chats.html and display there, right? So let's go to request.ts once again, and then write a new function called get my friends. Okay, this will get all the friends stored under okay, yeah, we'll go ahead and write that. Okay, first I'll get all the friends. This dot fire friends dot child firebase dot auth dot current user dot uid dot once value snapshot, and this dot all friends equals snapshot dot val. Okay, not this dot all friends, let all friends equal to snapshot dot val. And what else? I'll have another variable called this dot my friends. Okay, my friends, let all friends equal to snapshot dot val. We need all the UID of all those friends, right? So for where I in all friends, this dot my friends equals, not this, we'll have one more, let you friends UID equals a blank array, and friends UID dot push all friends of I dot UID. You understand why I'm doing this, right? Because if you notice in the collections, we have a separate key called UID, and inside that we have a value. So we need this value in order to I'll show you. So after that, once this is done, dot then this dot we need to get all the users from the users collection, so we'll have a thing for users as well. For user collection equals firebase dot database dot ref users. Okay, this dot user collection dot child, or why are we doing this? This is too stupid, right? We need not, we simply have a method for that, guys. I forgot. Where was that method? This user dot get all users, we have a method, right? So this dot get user service dot get all users dot then users, and this will be returning an array for me, and this dot my friends equals blank. I'll clear it up, and what I'll do is I have the UIDs in friends UID, and I have all my users in users. Now it's simply matching whichever UID is there in friends UID with the UID of the user, and then storing it in my friends. So I'll get all the user details. Specific to that particular UID. So I can, the optimal way, I'll do this using for loops for now, but there is a different I'll do this using for loops so that you will easily understand. For where j in friends UID, for where key in users, if friends UID of j equals key, then this dot my friends dot push users of key, and once this is over, this dot events dot publish friends. Okay. Okay, so you get what I'm doing here, right? I am simply getting all the users. I'm simply getting all the users from this collection, and then I'm simply getting the friends specific to this current user. Suppose this H9 UID is the logged in user, then I'll get all the list of friends correspond list of nodes under this particular UID, which means I'll get a list of his friends. So I'll compare this UID with the UID here. You get my point, right? And if those two UIDs match, then I'll take that. For example, this UID is matching, right? So I'll take this details and then push it into, where is it? And then push it into my friends. This my friends, what I'll do is I'll access it in the screen. This is not an optimal method, guys. Once again, I'm telling you, because if the users, now that's no problem, there are 6 or 7 users, but if there are like 50,000 users and this guy has 4 friends, so the remaining 49,996 times will be a miss, right? Only those 4 times will be a hit. So it will take a lot of time. The optimal way would be to directly pinpoint these 4 users. How can we do the how we can do that is we need to get all the UIDs, and then we can directly give like firebase dot database dot ref users dot child and that UID. So we should run it in a loop. That's an optimal way. I'll show it later. Maybe after this series is over, I'll show you such optimization techniques. This technique is an easy one. You can easily understand. That's why I'm showing this. And there are a lot of people, beginners, who are just starting to write apps using this technology. So I want them to understand this as well. Let's move on. I think I'm digressing. So I'll get back to chats.html and write some code so that we can accommodate the data from here. First, I'll write another subscribe method. This time we'll be also looking for an event called friends, right? Friends, and similar to my request, I have my friends, and inside the my here I'll be giving my friends, and here also my friends equals this dot request service dot 7. Dot request service dot my friends. My friends. Okay, this is done, and I need to display this in the HTML file as well, right? And if I am leaving, I need to and there is one other thing, get my request alone is there, right? This dot request service dot get my friends should also be there. Okay, this is done. So let's get into chats.html. Now we need to write some HTML code, and then we'll be done here as well. Okay, I'll be fast forwarding this, guys, because it's simple HTML, right? Okay, let's see if this actually works. I'll just give the password. Already this guy has a friend request here, right? That's it. See, already this guy has been added as a friend, right? So we just did that. I'm saying as if someone else did that. Let's see if that appears here now. I'm logging in. Okay, nothing has appeared. Let's see where we went wrong. Here I don't think there's any error. Let's get into request.ts. Okay, get all friends, right? Get my friends, here it is. Where did we go wrong? We are getting all the users from users, right? So get all users is an array. Okay, so once again this should be like users of key dot UID. Okay, now you get why I'm doing here, right? Why I'm doing like this here, right? This will be literally corresponding to the first user dot UID, second user dot UID, and we are just comparing the UIDs. So this is where I think we went wrong. Let's see if this works fine. I'll just hit refresh. Okay, wow, we get the friends, right? Now if you notice, tester 3 is a friend of this guy and tester 4 is a friend of tester 3. Sorry, tester 3's friend is tester 4 and tester 4's friend is tester 3, right? How was this possible? We have just written code. Wait, I'll show it to you in a fresh way. I'll remove this so that you'll understand it better and I can explain it with the code. I'll try to keep both of these in the same screen. Okay. Okay, now hit refresh. Now whatever I have done so far, I'll just do it once. So I'm clicking on add user, tester I'm adding, and you can see the request here in live, right? It got added in real time, and then I'm clicking on add. I got a new friend, and okay, I didn't get a new friend here. The reason is tester4 at test.com, test 1 2 3. See, you get what I did here, right? This is what we have done so far. So sorry guys, I changed it to on. once, if I just give it like this and give once like I did previously, it will do that operation once. It will just make that call once, and then if the value is returned, it will do whatever is written inside the then statement. If you use on, it will be like, it will be listening whenever there is a value there, and whatever is written for that particular, for this instance, for example, it will be listening for this value event, and whenever the value is there is a change in the value event, all these things will be executed. You get my point. This is totally related to Firebase, guys. If I start with Firebase, then that alone, I should do probably a new channel on Firebase alone, and NoSQL data modeling. Anyway, I hope you understand what I have done so far. What we have done so far is, we have created a provision in which the user can search all the registered users, add friends, and send requests, and if the person accepts the request, then they will become friends. That's all we have done. In our next video, we will see how to do an individual chat with among your friends. Okay, not a group chat, individual chat, one-to-one chat. So yeah, guys, thanks to all my patrons for supporting me, and there are a lot of guys who have been asking me repeatedly, when are you going to do the next episode, when are you going to upload the next episode. Sorry for making you wait, guys. As I said, I am busy, caught up in some work. Maybe I can't talk about the work right now. Soon I'll talk about the work. Soon I'll say what I have been working on so far, and yeah, that's it, guys. I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.